Hello and welcome, dear parent of the Leo child. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're off to a wonderful September here. This is the Leo child tarot reading for the month of September 2021. If you would please subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate you for that. It really means a lot and it helps the algorithm tremendously. Also, please keep in mind that all age ranges are welcome here. So some of you are here for itty bitty ones. Others of you are here for teenagers and everything in between. You are all welcome. Please also remember to adjust the gender how it best resonates for you, your household, and your kiddo. This is not a gender specific channel. And also, it's a general read. So if it does not resonate for you this month, come back next month or watch the rising and or moon sign of your little one. Okay, let's get started with the energy of little Leo here in September. What is Leo experiencing here during the month of September, dear spirit? That came out fast. Very nice. A change of perspective. Let's see. Let's clarify. Let's add to this. One more card, please. Okay, and there is not another card for this placement for you. Okay, beautiful. So we've got the Hanged Monster, also known as the Hanged Man in traditional astrology or in the traditional name. And this is interesting because what this tells me is that your little Leo has had a shift in their environment. So potentially this can be, it's due to traveling, maybe visiting someone, visiting family, visiting friends in a different town, in a different environment, something completely that's out of the ordinary for them, something that has got them seeing things differently. This can also be about new friendships coming in, more diversity coming in, allowing them to see things from a different angle, from a different way of being. This is very beautiful. So Leo is pretty much expanding and evolving through the diversity around him or her. And again, this diversity can come in many forms, right? It can come through other friends that they're meeting, new friendships, new toys that they're playing with, new creative that they're exploring. But the bottom line here, the crux of this card is about a shift in their environment that is helping and assisting them see things from a different perspective, which in turn will help them grow and evolve as little people. So let's see what a potential conflict or challenge could be happening here for you, with Leo during the month of September. Any conflict, challenge that the parent needs to be aware of, dear spirit, for Leo child. And again, the reason we ask for challenge, conflict is not to be an alarmist, not to be negative, but rather to see how we can better help the child, right? Navigate whatever it is they're experiencing as a parent. Otherwise, what's the point, right, of doing tarot? There's not a reason for it or solution based. Okay, let's see. Dear parent, what is it? Oops. What is the challenge, the conflict? There we go. Okay, anything else? What else is going on here? Okay, I'm getting something very strongly, intuitively. We'll come back to it in a bit. Please clarify the High Priestess for challenge, conflict here during the month of September for Leo. Okay. So you've got the High Priestess and the Page of Wands. So a couple of things happening here. And remember, this is the conflict and challenge position, okay? So in this process of seeing things different, from a different perspective, from another's point of view, your little one is also going inward to question a lot of the things that he or she has previously known, right? So the High Priestess is very intuitive. It's very much about going inward. It's very much about creating different worlds in our mind space, right? In our heart space. It's a very creative card as well. So the conflict here, because it's also paired with the Page of Wands, this is energy, new energy movement forward. There's something about this new perspective, new way of seeing things that's causing little Leo to stop in their tracks, literally, and go inward in a way that's maybe not necessarily helping them physically move forward or take action in something. And this can be, it's almost like they've been paused. It's almost like something is not allowing them to move forward in their usual essence, because the wands does represent the element of fire, right? So this is a very natural state. The wands is a very natural state for the sign of Leo. But it's paired in the conflict and challenge position, telling me that they're having a hard time physically moving in their space and naturally in the way that they normally would. And, it's more like accessing their intuitive side instead of their usual, um, spark of fire that they are. And this could potentially be causing conflict and challenge because this is new territory for them. They're not used to this. They're used to being able to express who they are freely and not be bombarded by, this could be rules of a different town or different ways of, maybe there's a new friend that they've made that's a little bit more quiet and not their usual, like Leo's very expressive. Or potentially your Leo has gone a little shy here, a little quiet, more in their fantasy life, like their creative side because of this new perspective, but it's in the challenge position. So that tells me that because it may sound nice, right, to say, oh, little Leo's going inward a little bit more, but if it's in the challenge and conflict position, that tells me it's because they're not being allowed to be who they truly are, genuinely, authentically. That there's something about this new way of being, this new thing that they are experiencing that's got them slowing down their own pace, who they are authentically. So, that's not the best case scenario for little Leos because little Leo is about self-expression. It is about being who you are and expressing your brilliance, being out there, out and about, expressing who you are. So let's see how you can potentially help alleviate this tension for your little one, to your parent. So Spirit, what can the parent of the Leo child do, or what's the advice to help alleviate this tension of not truly being able to express who they are because of something different they're experiencing? It doesn't feel fearful to me, by the way. It doesn't feel like they feel afraid, and that's why it's more a shyness that has taken over, or not knowing how to move forward, or whether I keep hearing rules, like there's some new rule or something. Maybe it's a new classroom, maybe it's a new city. I don't know. There's something here about new rules. Okay. The advice for the parent. Oh. Okay, this is your advice to your parents. So you got the Queen of Wands, which is the Leo card, by the way, and that is the Leo card in its best essence, in its full essence. So this is an enunciation. This is an emphasis on how important it is for the little one to access this energy, right? Because it's not here. This full essence of Leo is not here. It's coming up in the advice card, meaning it's what's lacking. It's what you can help bring into your little one. And then it's paired with the Three of Swords, right? So this is interesting because I'm getting here that a couple of things. There's almost like you as a parent, a couple of things happening here. Either you as a parent are experiencing some kind of heartbreak and seeing that your little one can't fully be himself or herself, or it's almost as if being himself or herself, being in their full essence and full brilliance, would cause some kind of heartache to whatever status quo this new perspective is, or cause some kind of disruption. Or being in their full essence would cause them some kind of hurt. So it's almost like this is very interesting. It's almost like you're visiting a town or a place that maybe it's best for your little one not to fully be himself or herself. Maybe it's a new friendship that if he were to be herself or himself, it would cause some kind of heartbreak. Like maybe they would lose friends, or maybe, and they know that. And so they're not allowing themselves to be who they are. Gosh, this is a little hard situation here happening. And it's literally breaking your heart, dear parent, to watch this happen. Or perhaps you weren't really aware that this was happening. So in terms of advice, though, it is about maybe being honest about the implications of being oneself, but then also helping your little one accept that in being ourselves, sometimes, there is heartache that comes along with being ourselves, because sometimes it means not everyone's going to approve of who we are. So there's a strong emphasis that your little one is learning this here in August, September, October. Now, this is a September read, but remember, sometimes the month spills into the one prior and the one after. So I feel like this is the opportunity of you, dear parent, being able to, oh God, I just got this so strongly. And some of you may, and not intentionally, dear parent, I'm not saying you're doing this intentionally, but maybe there's something you as a parent, there's something you may potentially be doing to stop your little one from fully expressing who they are, and it's causing them heartache. Maybe it's even causing you heartache because you're aware of it. But there's something about it that's necessary. There's a reason. This is really, really interesting. I would love to hear your comments on what this is about, because it's almost like temporarily not being who they are is going to help them from heartache, from potentially getting hurt. Please let me know what this is about. But in any case, in terms of the advice, for some of you, the advice is to assist them in holding back temporarily. For whatever reason, it's a protection thing. It's almost like you're protecting the identity of your little one, parent. There's something here about protecting. Oh my gosh, this can definitely turn heavy, like really fast. So I'm gonna slow it down here and not go there, because again, we're dealing with child energy, and I'm always trying to be, just mindful of that. But in any case, the bottom line here is, if you feel it necessary, then do what you need to do. Even if it breaks your heart or it breaks your little one's heart, there is a necessity here to hold back temporarily who they are for whatever reason. But again, it feels like protection. Okay, let me see if there's a clarifier that I can get for that position of advice. For Spirit, please clarify the advice position for the parent. Please give them something tangible that they can take with them that can help. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so consistently continuing. There's something about the work. There's something to do with this not being yourself, or them being themselves, has some effect on literally like the money coming in, or your ability to thrive in the world and work and have it. There's something here potentially with a job, and it's about remaining consistent. So this is temporary, this having to feel like your little one cannot be himself, herself. And there's a reason for it. The point of this temporary shift is to have long-term benefits. There's something long-term to this not being able to be yourself temporarily. There's something long-term. It's going to help something, solidify something more concrete in the future. I am so curious to know what this is about. Again, when we're dealing with child energy, I have to be very sensitive to that, very mindful, and not get too ahead of myself here, and try to keep things as neutral as possible. But in any case, this is about you doing what you feel is necessary in order to bring greater abundance, consistency, and concrete results and roots in the future. This is about roots. And usually these roots happen because you have to continue doing something consistently, hard work, focus. And again, this whole needing to back off in terms of fully expressing, there's a reason for that, and it has to do with your longevity and future building of roots. I hope that made sense, dear parent. Okay, please leave me a comment. Let me know what this is about. If you can, discuss it. If not, if it's private, no worries. I hope to see you back here next month. Bye.